See, at that time, YTS had all the pretty much top-notch gangbangers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was young at that time. We was in penitentiary material. You know, the older homies like Raymond, Pitbull, Eddie Haythorne, all them from my hood, they was in Tracy then because they was about that age. But, you know, a lot of us, we was still 16, 17, 18 years old going to YA. And you had all the top-notch Bloods and Crips up in there, you know. And it was a baby Gladiator School.
Was Big James Miller in there when you was in there?
Big James Miller, Sugar Bear from A-Trade Hoover, Big Bam from A-Trade Hoover. You had a lot of them. I'm trying to you know, think of a few of the names, but you had a whole lot of top-notch Crips up in there at the time.
Did you see Big James and AC fight?
Oh no, I didn't see that fight right there.
Who's AC? I said, who asked you? It's Warlord. Harlem Crip. Me and you gotta get him a head up. We gonna do this then. Now, he walking like this here. Now I'm doing this now. What's up? What's up? What's up? Fall out, nigga, fall out. What we going, man? We get down, man.
Two heavyweights.
Two big old dudes.
Blow for blow.
We blowing them though, man. I'm getting them. So like, Crips couldn't say nothing. The homies couldn't say nothing.
Oh no, I didn't see that fight right there.
You came after that or before? Or
yeah, I came after that.
Okay.
I didn't see them fight.
Okay.
Right there, but you had a whole lot of top-notch Bloods up in there.
You see, cuz was the word everybody used for this speech. Crips did. And that was a way for blood to escape, a punk blood to escape. You see? I'm not gonna scared to represent the hood. He'll say cuz too.
Give me the best fight you seen in YTS.
Well, you had a fight with Savage from Power Rules and Lil Moondog from Front Street.
Front Street Watts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kev Mac video, you know this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Kev Mac video, you know this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole.
You know where Hat Gang got their name from?
Wearing all kind of little hats and stuff.
That area
Yeah. From Watts.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all they was doing.
Where'd you get your name from? Your nickname?
Well, when I was younger, we was cats. And it was called me Caesar, so I tied in both names as Cat Ceasar.
Okay.
You know, that Cats was our little game, you know, before we started being baby Crips.
Collectively, I want all you guys to talk about Raymond, but first, I want Cat Ceasar to tell me more about Terry Simmons. Where was Terry Simmons from?
Terry Simmons was original baby Crip. He was up under Alden Jones. Alden Jones was pretty much the leader of the baby Crips back then. And Terry was more like his second command. And Terry would recruit. When I was going to Edison, me and Terry was in the same grade. And we used to hang out a little bit. And at one point, they were trying to recruit me back then. But like I say, we was cats, so I didn't want to be no Crip until like months later. Then me and some of my homies decided, let's go on this start being Crips too. But Terry was straight. He was straight down for the Crip gang, you know.
Was he the leader of Castle Crips?
Yeah. Well, him and Alden was pretty much a Castle Crip himself too.
Okay.
You know.
Did Terry live east of Central or west of Central?
Well, Terry first lived west of Central, then he moved east of Central.
So he hung at the castle.
Yeah.
Is Alden still alive?
Yeah.
Alden, yeah.
You know what's crazy? In I knew Alden before 1976, but in 1976, I always thought Alden was my age because he was a big youngster and he had the weights in his garage. You would go over there and buff.
You what?
Shit, I'm up there, dog.
Yeah.
But trip this. So me and Raymond, we leave the long table at Hatchet Man 65, and Alden say we got to drop him off. So we pull in front of Fremont, and I say, Alden, you gonna go to jail. He's good. We going inside of Fremont. It was open school. We going in through the campus through the front door. So I said, man, we gonna all go to jail, man. And then Alden said, I go here. I said, you don't go here. Next thing I know, Alden's getting on the bus. They had these big ass yellow buses all in the back. They going to Disneyland. Alden's rushing us to take him from the long table so he get up to Fremont to go with his graduation class to Disneyland. On their homecoming or whatever it was, that's where they going. And so I say, Raymond, is he going here? And he says, yeah. I says, I always thought Alden was our age, man. He says, nah, man, Alden's a youngster.
Yeah, Alden come up with me. We went to school together.
But Alden always had a car. That made me also think that he was older than what he was.
Yeah.
I never seen him walk.
I know Cuse didn't want to say his age, but y'all the same age.
Who, me and Keith?
You too. Yeah.
Well, we went to Washington at the same time.
Yeah, and
That's for sure.
And Alden is pretty much our age. Alden is maybe a year younger than me.
Well, I guess he was graduating in 76.
Plus,
So
you
that's
ran with a lot of older dudes anyway,
Yeah,
Cuse.
Yeah.
for sure.
So last thing about Terry Simmons. Earlier you said the original castle was west of Central, right?
Yeah, was right on Central between 78 and 77th Street.
Let's name some castles. I spent a lot of time in juvenile hall. I could call off a few names. You had Buster Shelton.
Yeah.
You had so that was okay. You had Tony Stacy, the OG Tony Stacy from Sevenfold. Who else was a Castle? Castle had a pretty strong gang.
Pretty Tony used to be there.
Yeah, a Pretty Tony that later went out to be a Compton.
No,
That pretty.
No, the one from Hoover.
Yeah.
Oh, the one
yeah,
from Hoover.
Tony,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
a couple of castles turned
Those are my
later
seven
became
ones.
Hoovers.
Yeah. Different other little. Yeah.
Buster became East Side.
Yeah. Buster runs, but try to run with the East Coasters.
Yeah, there
But
you
yeah.
Hey, why don't you two tell me the difference from a baby Crip and an original Crip?
Well, a baby Crip was just younger. 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. And then an older Crip at that time, Raymond then was like 16, 17 years old.
And I think the difference is not only the age of us, it was that we wasn't seasoned yet in our gang banging effect. We were learning, we were watching them, how they put it down inside of a conflict, how they resolved the conflict. And we wanted to be raw as they were, because we would witness, we were eyewitnesses of some brutality.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember when we went to the Watt Stack, they put on this concert at the Watt Stack, and we went there. I'm not going to say the year because we had a big-ass riot in there. And Raymond got hit in the head with a bottle by a brim, Doty. He threw the bottle and it hit Raymond in the head and cut Raymond, over the eye. Raymond had to get stitches. But before Raymond got the stitches, I mean, we were in the bleachers just fighting like cats and dogs while Shaft was playing. Because Isaac Hayes that was the soundtrack, you know, and dun, we just boom, boom, boom. And the Crips is up in there fighting the Brims, which were older than us.
Okay, now check this out. I got up there later. Me and a few of my homies, we got up there later after Raymond and them left and went to the Watts Festival.
Yeah.
And I had on the Ace Deuce.
Yeah.
And our gang of Brims swarmed on us.
Oh, yeah, the Brims came to fight.
Yeah.
They didn't come to fuck around with us that night.
If you were an Ace Deuce back then, you was a Crip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You was a Crip.
we fought them well. You know, we fought them well. I'm telling you.
So
and I don't like to say who won the fight because I don't promote it, but we fought them well, and it was a good gang fight. I just wish that young people today could appreciate a good melee other than shooting a gun and, you know, doing that shit. Most of the Brims, we friends with them now. You know, the OGs could get together and tell their stories, and they could do it in a way to where you survive that shit. You know, you guys just killing up everybody, man. And you ain't gonna have no story to tell. You're gonna be like minus a story of a rival. I mean, it ain't cool, man.
Listening to you two talk, sound like in the early 70s, the East Side and West Side really intermingled.
We was homies.
Yeah.
We had straight love. If you say you was a Crip, you was loved.
Yeah.
And Compton, when Compton started, the same thing. A Crip was a Crip back in the early 70s.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, Pretty Boy talked about it too. You had asked him once. You said, "Was this before the '60s had started? When all you guys were going to Horseman, you guys were getting along this way?" Yeah, he said, "I could cross over this side of Western where Took live, where I live, and feel comfortable." I used to be with him on LaSalle.
Yeah.
He had a girlfriend on LaSalle right down the street,
Yep.
Mark's Chili Dog.
Yep.
And we would be on that street chilling and
Or
shit.
me, him, and Moncrief be together at Motown on 54th and 11th Ave,
Yeah.
maxied out, Ace Deuce's on,
Yeah.
scaring everybody.
Yeah, we just.
And I ain't gonna lie, people talk about that now. They said they were scared to hell to walk past us.
We had open border. There was no border.
Yeah.
Okay, like me, I came from the East Side. I was always an East Side Crip, but I went to Washington and I was greeted with open arms. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to stay on the West Side at night, somebody gonna put me up. They're gonna feed me and everything because a Crip was a Crip.
Yeah, you're right. You can get some trouble and just run any Crip sitting there to hide you from the police. You didn't have to worry about nothing.
Hey, Pretty Boy, I wanted to know who were some of the guys you looked up to when you started Crip?
See, when I started Crip, I looked up to Raymond because that's who I moved next to on 76 and Wadsworth. Even though I went over there not too long ago when I did that other interview, that street looked horrible.
I know.
But it's still, the houses are still the same. Some of them been rebuilt, you know, like across the street. Like, well, a little Perry used to have that little Corvair. He used to always be driving Raymond around. They was in the house across the street.
Yeah,
They had dirt on the front yard. They had no grass or nothing. Raymond's house, they did turn that to like a 2-story condo. And the house I stayed into next door to him, shit, Mexicans stay there, right? And they got a wheelchair ramp, you know? And like I said, I looked up to him first. Then when I got on the west side, that's when I started seeing Cutes. I actually started hanging with Rusty before I started hanging with Cutes. Because me and Rusty was about the same age. So we used to always kick it all the time, right? Then later on, I started kicking it with Cutes, you know? And then I used to see like, who else? Then Took used to be always up at Vivian's and Mr. Spirits all the time with the big trench coat on and the rag tied around his head.
Ready to peel.
Yep, ready to peel. And like I said, guys like that that influenced me to, like, you know, when you're young, right? Influence is easy to get into because you say, I want to be like him. I want to be like him, you know? And I was tall for my age. You know, even when I was in school, I was always tall. So everybody thought I was older than what I was. I had like the first 6'4" in the front hood, you know, on wires, you know? And, but like I said, you know, I could go to anybody in the neighborhood back then. The 111s, I can go to Black Dog, kick it in their neighborhood. I can go to the UGs, kick it with them. I could go anywhere, the 7-8 neighborhood, kicking with them, Willie Durden, the Durtons and all of them. And them, when, like I said, when 1978, 79 got here, I remember, like I was saying in one of the interviews, that funk festival they had in June in 1979 at the Coliseum. That was the first and last time I seen all the Crips that was together as one.
Yeah, I was there with Vertus Swan.
Yeah, Vertus.
Raymond Washington.
Yep.
Took it
Raymond
just got
was there.
locked up.
Yep,
So
he just got locked
I'm
up.
like, damn, everybody's here but Took.
Yep.
We're all here. And we were all getting along.
Everybody was
Little
there.
Moo there was from, all Hoovers were there. Everybody was there, man. And you know what? The Pyrus were even there.
Yeah, they was there too.
A.C. Butler was there. Lug. They were all there.
We would just want to see the
were
music.
all
that's
on the field, all at the same time, just mobbing, having a good time, listening to Bustin' Out by Rick James.
Yeah. So it's a trip because everybody was wondering who was going to throw the first punch, who was going to throw the first shot. And after when Tyrone got killed, it got intense because now everybody was like, damn, what we going to do?